We are chilling, feeling like indigo stars. The moon gleams in our bowels. We eat chili, Diamond Plaza, like the gods of Egypt. Shawarma in your eye, sugar in your ass. We do not use tissue paper. We air blow them shits. Welcome back to the show, niggas! Yeah! Back in the day, we deep like that, we deep like that, we deep like that. Yo, we deep. Back in the days.
Please mark this episode. We'll decipher it when we reach 500.
We come to you with subliminal vibes, making you understand the superposition of what we are, which is art and science combined. Preach! In a wormhole of diasporadical mixing John in the Bermuda Triangle.
The eye.
The Rock is in the building!
Yes!
Yeah, boy!
Welcome back!
Because I'm back.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. We is back for another week.
What's up?
What's up?
Another week.
Yes.
Another set of stories.
Yes.
Yes, brethren.
This week marked the launch of many things, but today we're going to focus on one thing. Blinky build the album.
Sini warui kwani hujui tunawaroga kawaganga watitui.
I'd like to say I like to listen to this music, but it was painful to my ears. I hated it.
That's some deep art stuff right there. We shall put subtitles for those who don't understand what you just said.
The subtitles will look wrong.
So the album.
Not
this week.
Slow clap.
I hope people have it on the streaming services.
Oh yeah.
It's everywhere.
Start now.
Put it on my phone.
Get it.
Yeah.
No, you spotted it on your file.
Yes.
Put it on.
That'll be the sound of a.
That'll be the sound by them when whatever.
The sound of a fan sound. So what do you think about the album?
Everybody, what's the title? Everybody is just winging.
Everyone.
Everyone.
Do you have the album?
Yes.
Home's on my Spotify.
Yes.
Brother, do you know
Everyone.
I have Spotify?
Everyone's just winging it.
The fly tales.
Yep.
That's such a dope title.
I know, right? Yeah.
It's like Aesop's fable.
It's a mouthful of greatness.
If we will shoot it.
And it just defines like.
This is a radio message to my baby.
I mean, in terms of like, we're just, in life we're just winging it. Yeah. In this flight.
Yeah, everyone is just winging it.
It's just everyone's just winging it. Yeah.
Nobody has a plan, including the president or even Kanye West.
This is Kanyize. We have an episode coming out at some point about Kanyize.
Oh yeah, Kanye West, we are on you. As far much as you think
Through the wire.
It has not been forgotten.
You come to Uganda, you bring Yeezys, and then you're asked to remove your cape and you refuse. You're in Africa. I liked the title because it basically just explained the album, especially the unmeaning. It's another fly tales, because you know tales are different, and every track is very different from the other track. So I felt like I'm going through different fly tales.
Yeah.
Hey, tumechambua hii album. Deep stylistic devices. Deep man, every somebody give me a drop.
Guys will be asking, why are they making that sound?
It's a ritual.
Yeah, just wait, you'll see.
It's art. You'll see. We artistic, bro.
Yeah.
The title was dope.
I love the title.
One of the dopest titles.
Yeah, I think it marks the end of those Kawa titles.
Yeah.
The return.
Infinity.
Give me a title of one Kenyan artist's album. Oh, this is bad. You have to think.
As in, I can only come up with Nairobi.
Yeah, I know. I can only come up with Nairobi, and Nairobi is in which I found a very nice play of
Dandorabani.
words.
Dandorabani.
Dandorabani. Okay, so because of the Dandora dub site, was it?
Matriarch?
Yes, Matriarch is good.
Matriarch?
Matriarch is good.
Ogopa Volume 1.
Like, figure it out.
Kenyans are becoming quite.
They're becoming
Oh yes.
yeah.
But I like the tracks in terms of maybe what we can do is we go through the tracks.
Yeah.
Track list.
Luanda
Luanda
Magere.
Magere.
Luanda Magere. I can hear
That's
that.
how you start an album.
Yes, Luanda Magere.
We've had this album so many times.
Yeah, Luanda Magere.
Yo.
Yes.
That's a good intro.
Yeah.
It's a fire intro. I like that there's no words. Although there's the moo count as well.
No, that dang.
Oh, okay.
I think it just gives you a vibe. Like, it forces you to just stick.
Well, Blinky down. Maybe. You know what? I actually think he does. That's his ritual. That's his moment. Blinky Bill is speaking. Because what is he saying? Because that's him. You can hear. He's just naked in the bathtub with candles.
Inakuwaga hard. These are the things that will get me in trouble.
Homie, we did not need to know that. How do you even know that?
No, with blood.
We're having blood.
He's just playing himself.
So how about there's a force field, huh? I'll call Juju's now on you. No, Devour.
That's why we love that album. That guy begins starts the album, kicks off the album with a ritual.
Yeah. With another to tell people.
Yeah, so you're like, hii ni album gani?
I think what I liked about that was it was every time I kept anticipating somebody's gonna say something quirky or something is gonna happen that's out of it. Somebody's gonna say something. And just dude, you struck me. You can't Yes. So basically, as I was listening to that track, unangoja something to just somebody's gonna drop. Boom! I like.
But instead a beat drops.
Yeah, it's just a beat.
Yeah.
And then that's the thing. The beat also has some kind of build up where you just keep anticipating,
It keeps building.
till you roll into the next track.
Yeah. True. And it starts with like really cool beats. Like I think that's what I've always loved about Blinky in terms of like he's very experimental with his sound, but never too far. Not there. Not that level. Not that level.
That episode, my guy. That episode.
Like he takes it just far enough for his beats to be like really cool, but not experimental where you leave a song wondering like, what the hell are you listening to? This is like
You could actually groove to that.
It's not.
exactly.
Like-
You can't.
Because I was actually thinking, like, if someone like Diplo got that track, he'd massacre it.
Yeah,
like,
that
on,
would
on
be-
his set. You know, you actually try and figure out, okay, if someone played this in a club, I'd actually groove to this.
Yeah, that's true. It's like really the way he does his whole sound. The whole setup, not even the intro itself, but everything even before this album has been. He always does like there's tracks that guys can relate to, but there's that extra synth or something that he does to make it.
I
think
adds
signature to
that
him.
flavor. That's true. That's
Yeah.
true.
So that Luanda Magere intro is a
Yes.
hell of an intro.
Hell of an intro, man.
Yes.
And then the next one is
Attention.
Attention.
So what I've seen online, guys love Attention and Mungu Halali.
Of course.
There's so much love for Attention.
Attention and
I think just that, like the
The horns.
the horns.
the horns. It took me to
too.
It's so authentic African jazz type.
It is, and it sort of like has that like Roomba element to it by the
It's really.
It's like he.
And it's not those Despacito knockoffs that people keep trying to
Crash, great.
Who are those?
Yes, they're out there. You know them.
No, there's some people who did that Despacito knockoffs. Wow.
And this, but see, I agree with you 100%, Kuku, in terms of like, in an industry field with very similar sounding music, this like stands above the rest. Exactly. In terms of like, it's unique and it has its own like signature in how it sounds, and it's very. I mean, that's Roomba, it's Kenyan, so I mean, it sounds very, for lack of a better word. Like if I think of a Kenyan sound and rhythm, this is what I would think about. Yeah.
Very good.
Indigenous.
It's very
indigenous.
Very us.
And not indigenous, the guy from So the indigenous.
That was MOU.
Yeah, that's the song was called MOU.
The song was called MOU.
Mr. Lenny and Indigenous.
Mr. Lenny.
You thought the guy was called
Indigenous.
MOU?
Oh yes, it's indigenous.
You've been calling this guy MOU all this time.
So,
Man, he chose to do 2 songs.
There's an M.
Not my fault.
An MO. So, you know.
So attention is really. It feels like from afar. It feels like a typical Kapuka Kenyan thing. When you hate from afar, but if you pay attention, ooh,
Hey! Slow down!
I have begun. So when you pay attention, then you start.
Are you gonna do this like for every track?
No, that.
I'ma steal your tonja.
Oh no! Let's see who does more.
I'll steal your tonja. Let's go. Attention 1.
Okay, attention. So you feel you hear all the academics in the track. It's academic. I can only call it not academic the DJ, not the DJ, but academic. Imesoma. Yes. Yeah. The track Imesoma. Yes. It's so much rich.
Yeah.
So many instruments. Instrumentation is fantastic. Yes. It's not just your. Nico, bora.
Siko dos, Nico, bora, bora.
That's a dope track though.
No, dude, stop entertaining that.
It's a dope track.
It's not fire. It's fire. You guys will be like, Chi, baby, say my Chi is a dope track.
That's a dope track.
Oh my goodness! Guys, I quit. I'm done here. Let me flip Rumat. That one does not even warrant.
No. But anyway, after attention,
bills to pay.
Bills to pay. Hey, that's a late track.
Yeah.
Just to pay.
Now that's.
This is a track I feel like if you just it just feels like a low rider.
Them Star Wars.
Yeah, it's like
No.
This feels like a very like laid back like Sunday chilling like you're just
This is that song I call for Face Yandimu.
Face and I
got I'm at a top reach. And then the part where he does like he's talking about nipe pesa something.
Wakati sasa umefika wakulipa toa pesa.
You know me, I'm like when every time listen to this track like those guys home. Nigga understand I got bills to pay.
That's a fire track.
And Ditch came through.
Yeah, Ditch also with I don't know, vocals.
Yeah.
That was crazy. It's really laid back. It's a chill.
Yeah, it's a chill track. It's a very like
semi chill.
Yeah, it's up for heading to chill.
Because it's
heading to chill.
Yeah.
Bumps in the whip. Yeah. Bumps in the whip.
Just for like chilling in the whatever, just like laid back, you have your seat like all the whatever, if you're rider by there, just.
I mean, those guys for the guys who used to fear drive-bys. So you drive your car.
Oh shit, that's when they used to drive your car.
Like,
Are you serious?
You thought it was just food. You guys,
Did you see what I did there? That was a moment.
You just blown my mind.
It makes sense.
that's not just food, guys.
Yes,
Why you one of those kids who used to just have a red bandana and a blue bandana?
I had no idea about blacks and grips by there.
no, you have to drive really low so that guys
Guys here,
Hey,
copy paste the thing and they don't know why.
Dude, I remember when I was in high school, there was a friend of mine
who used to drive like that?
Yeah, I used to drive like that by there, yeah. But he was super tall by there. So, but he used to like lean the chair like all the way back by there, and then all you see is this by there.
No,
so like even when he's opening the windows in his car, this is like an automatic whatever, because like all the way like over here down by there. So you just
channeling his energy.
I had no idea.
Low ride.
But anyway, bills to pay, fire truck.
Yeah, that's a dope track.
Pay bills to play.
That's a dope track.
Oh,
One out to the track where everyone is raving about.
don't worry.
Yes.
Don't worry, you'll get to, if you haven't listened to this, don't worry.
Don't worry.
You'll see what that's keep on counting with the
Nah, bruh. That does not count. That was not clever in any way.
That was clever.
Nah, bruh.
You see, it
I'm your boy. I'm gonna tell you the truth.
passed over your head. It belongs over your head.
Yep, don't worry.
This is the track.
Yeah.
I love this track.
This
Yeah.
is the track.
Yeah.
For me personally, this is okay. Let me not say that.
Me genuinely, I can say this is my track. I've listened to this track by day like
I agree.
20-40 times.
This is a fire track.
It's fire.
But yeah, I have listened to this track like a million times. And I feel like for every album, there's always that one track where people are always like, hey, this
No, don't get us wrong. The album
Yeah.
is super.
Yeah.
The replay value is super high.
Yes.
You'll replay this album so many times, never get bored. But when it comes to tracks, like crafted tracks,
This thing.
so if this was like this album was like a high level thing, this is now God mode. That God mode track.
yeah, it's like God mode by there. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
For you guys,
Yeah.
bruh, let me just be very honest. First time, let me tell you, Luanda Magere led me to attention. It's like coming from being a superhero and getting all that attention. Bruh, did you see that? Did you see that? Attention is fire, baby.
Wait.
But hey, yeah, I get why this would be God mode.
No, in terms of even the construction, just
Yeah.
Like how that thing is pieced up.
Yeah. And the way it goes
like
like a
that's the one. It
slow
feels
fast tempo from a slow initial whatever that for to like move down to whatever, and it slows
to
down
the
again.
grizzly
Yeah.
drums.
Yeah.
That's really heavy stuff going on,
And then just the
you go to
tempo
the
like picks up.
clubby,
Yeah.
and then you go to the jungle music.
Yeah.
That was fire.
So far, it was good. It was good. Yes. Next track
Fire.
is
Winner.
Winner.
Okay.
I really like the intro. I really love the intro.
Now this is going to be hard. Reviewing this album is a task. Every time you play it, you realize that.
You find like new gems inside there by there. I was listening to it again today, and I was like, I from the first listen I had done, I had sort of like, well, not missed Winner, but I hadn't whatever. But I really listened to like Winner today, and I was like, actually, this is actually climbing. Come on,
This is a fire. He uses the, what did we say? The old
Indigenous.
that indigenous
instruments.
indigenous
Yeah,
drum.
what is that? Yeah,
And the
that's
triangle.
a cow. Yeah, triangle. Yeah.
Do you
Is that a cobble or
Yes,
triangle?
most
do
likely.
you think native instruments have like a drum kit called a root? So
I don't think they've sampled it yet.
they've not sampled it. Those guys were like, King. Blinky was just passing by. King. They went to studio, cooked up them shit.
My name Jamal, I pause.
My name Jamal, I pause.
That's he uses like the keys, the whole ting, that feels SA-like kind of. It has an SA vibe to it. I don't know why. Feels like TV Africa, but the Orutu kits
is what brings it.
Yeah, that thing.
Yeah.
And then there's so much going on. And it's not so much going on in a bad way. It's so much going on working together.
It's blended.
It's well blended. It's not too much.
Because there's always that danger when you throw in many instruments and then.
Based on that fact, now when you look at the reactions online, the people who are reacting, it's people from SA, people from West Africa, you know, it's different guys who are now reacting to this thing, and it's
true.
Do we have a bank here?
Not even a bank. You know, we've tried reviewing this album twice. Now this is the second time, and someone is dreaming.
You choose.
Excuse the noise.
Sorry, guys.
Yes.
There we go.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
Okay. Anyway.
So when you look at all the reactions, you're realizing, okay, these are guys from all over the world. So like they're tapping into those elements.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen, from the commercial break.
Our sponsors have said we stop being too deep.
Yes.
Wait, take a commercial for it. Let's a commercial ya Omo.
Tuweke commercial.
By the way.
Hii harufu inafanya mtu anaenda mbali, mapua mpaka nikashanga.
Madoa sugu kama ya makaa, uchafu wa samaki na mafuta yake huwa magumu sana kutoka. Lakini active molecules katika Omo huyatafuta, huyatambua na kuyaondoa kabisa.
Why would a commercial for Omo start with someone coughing?
Umwana kichwa, kunywa tumbo si.
Yeah, I know, right? Like, you remember the Embassy Lights ad? Or are you talking about that? Do you remember the Embassy Lights ad?
We're back. We're back. So start the timer.
Is this thing on? So cue me.
Are we on?
Are we live?
We live.
We live, man. We live.
We're back. So
Winner. Yeah.
As we said before the drilling began, winner is fire. What was I saying before? Oh, the instrumentation of winner
is not too much.
It's not too much.
Yeah.
It's not overwhelming. Feels like it's too much, but it's not.
True.
So,
yes.
Which leads to the next track.
I'm feeling it.
Yes, I think by now everyone knows.
Yeah, everyone has get this track by then.
We can skip that one.
Yeah, we can skip
that one. That one, I feel, if you've been listening to radio or you've been in the entertainment scene or you listen to music, at some point
you watched Rafiki as well.
Oh, it was in Rafiki.
Yes, it was there. It's on a soundtrack for Rafiki.
I don't know. I haven't watched Rafiki, so
it was one of the soundtracks.
I have no idea. Is it?
I think
it is. It should be. It's a dope track.
Yeah.
I think it is.
For that, you get a.
My God! Oh my God!
You're not feeling it.
After feeling it.
Oh. Okay, now this is where the conflict comes in. Conflict. Between this and Don't Worry, okay, every track is crafted well in this album.
Yes.
But there are certain tracks, like I'll Care More Like Next Time and Don't Worry. They have these, because I'll Care More Next Time, it feels like an interlude, but it's long enough to be a track.
Yes, actually, that's what I was about to say. It feels like an interlude.
It feels like an interlude, but a long
but then
track.
It's actually a track. Yeah.
It feels like there's a verse. No, it doesn't feel like there's a verse is about to drop. I just think it's just perfect for what it is.
Yeah.
But the things he adds in as it progresses. There's some, there are kicks. Don't skip that track. You might hear them. It might be a moment for you, but bear with him. There is a lot going on.
I think he's also realized that, there are different groups of people who listen to music in different ways. There are guys who will, the track is what we'll call them first. Then the other people, it's the lyrics. That we call them.
Like, what is he saying?
First of all, if you're a track person, these two tracks will call you. They'll just back on you. too much.
Yeah, there's so much for you. If you are a guy who sings in the shower like you don't know the word. This is the album for you.
This is actually the album for you.
This is actually the album.
Because it has all the songs are very for like I'm not a music person, rhythmical. Like they are hum. You can hum along to them.
Actually, you can hum along.
Put it best.
Yeah.
A child can pick it up and start singing.
Yes. That's true.
Hold that point in mind. That's a very important point. At the end of this, you'll understand why.
Yes. Okay. But this point.
Mid-session.
Mid-session.
Everyone is going to ask, what is
this? Is called the wow episode.
Yeah, this is the whole
guys are going to be like, why are they saying wow?
Wow.
No, it's not wow. It's not wow.
People in the sound, actually.
Yeah.
So, Alkeamon next time leads to?
Yeah, leads to
Mungu Halali. Everyone's jam. Everyone loves this jam.
Hii mpaka watoe video. Na hiyo video mpaka mimi nikule.
When was the last time you went to church?
Holmes.
Yes. So, Mungu Halali, please get people who have been to church this year. That's the criteria.
No. You see, what I like about it is one, it's a church beat. You know, it's like the organ.
And that's the organs.
It's that tone for like American church. And then in my head, I picture guys doing this.
The guys.
Wearing like really long cloaks. And then Blinky slides in. No.
Oh, but I'm giving you ideas. Behind you.
And then the lead three singers are who? The Mitarus and Lisa. And then we have him as the pastor up on you, just doing.
I thought I was a demon.
No, you're a pastor. Demon, you will be pastor. Part of the congregation. Good and bad demons. Hata wamepambika na ngoma sana. Wameanza kuimba. Wewe umevaa white, wewe umevaa black.
That's a really that track is
it's really nice. I think I like the harmonies, I like the tempo, I like the
everything about it. The groove, it has
such an awesome groove.
Yeah, it does.
The groove is really nice.
And then the way Blinky, the way Blinky sings melds so well with how the ladies are singing.
And also what I noticed,
Sage!
Then the ladies, they didn't outshine each other. They actually work well.
Yep.
I call it work well too much. Woo woo woo.
They don't have the you find like see mama.
Who wants to out here? And then they hold the mic like this.
And they're like, no, you're throwing the whole thing off by there.
Unless you're a seasoned, listener, if you know these artists very well, it's very hard to differentiate between Sage, Lisa, and the Mitaru.
Yeah, you can't
it's
really.
Very hard. Like even if I ask you, who do you think does the verse where she sings?
Oh, okay, the last one. Then.
Who do you think does that verse?
I've not yet been there.
Actually, I have no.
Well done!
I don't know.
Hold that point. Second point to the end. Easter eggs, my niggas.
Easter eggs.
Wow.
Easter eggs.
Then after Mungu
Halali is
oh wow.
Yes. Oh, Sampa.
Yeah.
That's great.
Bless you.
For me, lyrically, this is the track. Like in terms of like the flow and the lyrics and
not even lyrically, even the and then when he adds the that thing, whatever that thing is.
To me, what makes this track the track, it's beyond the beats. Sampa raps and beats at the same time. As in, you know what I mean? Like she gives tempo and as she raps,
she does a cut.
It's kind of like she's cutting.
Exactly.
It's like she's cutting, but she's rapping.
Yeah. Because her tempo in terms of balance, she goes up, fluctuates.
Because the song starts slow.
Yeah.
Then she just jumps in.
Goes on. It's gonna slow down slightly.
Sampa the Great. Yes.
She's not called the Great for no reason.
Yes.
And our friendly neighborhood Blinky Bill holds up with a verse.
Yes.
Takatifu nikitafuta kitu kwenye Star Wars.
I'm like,
my guy, you're flowing and killing the that was
That's very
That line, I was also like, that's a line I was just...
and you know, initially, at first I just thought he's dropped in R2D2, but then you listen to the song again, you're like, yo, this is actually, I know what's happening.
Yeah, exactly.
He's saying something.
Yeah.
Did you notice how did you listen to 82 by Just a Man? Do you remember the track Carido?
Yeah.
So you remember his verse on Carido?
Enda Yokohama.
Osama. Now Osama is dead. Now in this track it's Obama. Moment.
Like this continuity.
There's continuity. Actually,
no, we have to rewind that. That's something I picked up. I think if you are a long time fan of Blinky Bill, that would be that. Those are gems.
Back moment for you. You're like, the
universe is connected. Yes, it's all connected.
Yeah, the universe is connected by that song. Actually, that's what connects the universe. That's a good jam. The verses, tight production. The production in the entire album is fresh.
Okay.
Super fresh.
I can boldly say this. I think it's one of the best, actually, the top mixed album.
Best mixed album.
Best mixed album.
That's true.
I have had in the last 20 years of Kenya music.
And for you,
I kid you not.
On Piggyback. On your point,
oh man, that's preach.
I think I think we've done this at some point. We've listened to albums that are in high quality formats, FLAC and stuff. This thing, the MP3 for this thing is super crisp, loud, and so nice. It feels like FLAC.
Do you know how I knew this album was mixed well? I used the worst earphones, not headphones, earphones. Do you know which ones? Huawei for the phone.
Yeah, the ones that come.
Huawei, you can send me earphones.
The bass that came through.
That thing.
I was like,
the low ends are tight. They're super well done.
Like this thing was mixed on another level. I was just thinking, my goodness.
And for you to tighten up a low end and not have it become muddy.
Yeah, like muddy.
Because some of these songs is like if you play it in maybe bigger system, you find the low ends really they become muddy. They kind of overflow everything. So,
and you see that should have been that should have been if this album hadn't been mixed that well in terms of the amazing quality it has, because Blinky, his tone is much lower, so you can imagine it's very mellow, so you can imagine it hadn't been whatever well, and those low ends, and then his voice, that would have been like one just basically you don't have been able to hear anything, even him, but the fact that it's mixed so well that you can distinguish between everything.
Everybody say it with me. That ass. That ass.
The whole pantheon. Is that a word like pantheon?
Because when he says even the Star Wars pantheon, the
pantheon. Yeah, the pantheon.
Meaning on screen.
Yes.
As you speak.
The whole pantheon of all the instruments that you can actually hear.
My God.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Next track.
Yep.
This Showdown.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes.
This dropped a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, this dropped a couple of weeks ago with a video, complete with a video. Show some love.
Yes.
This is your club.
This is your club banger.
This is your club banger.
This is your club banger, but not your club banger with your regular, like what you listen to.
No. No, with the tuko act. No. Paddy, can you give us your jingle? The no.
No, we should not go there. No, that is not good music. I know by me saying this, I might get jumped in town, but fair warning, I know karate.
Yeah, this is someone who has a Raiden suit. Figure it out.
Next time.
Have you seen walk up to someone and tell us our death? So you go try fight someone. Just do this, throw off the jacket, and two street boys. One street boy does the do. That's it for you. Run. That's it for you.
Oh my God. Okay. But Showdown, yo. Showdown was
is meant for the club.
Yeah, it is. It's a club
sounds
band.
like
It's a really, really good
and I
club
think
band.
it's one of those tracks you can actually sing along because I think it's one of the tracks that
simple,
has the longest verses
Yeah.
and very very different feels to it.
Yeah.
With how do you pronounce that guy's name? MVROE.
Yeah.
Kiwango, Kiwango, and Kiwango.
Yeah, and Kiwango.
And Kiwango.
It's really, they're very laid back.
Yeah, they did.
Shout out.
Yeah,
they came through. They did. Young artists coming through.
Yep.
And even I liked how they did the whole what do you call that technique where it's someone else's voice and then someone else is rapping.
Oh yeah,
the video. Yeah.
That technique.
Yeah, and it's so diverse in so many ways, and then Blinky jumps in with a big Yokozuna type of
kind of that scary.
That was dope.
Like in my mind, the video when you listen to the track and you see that, you're like, yeah, this is the video for this song, because it's fun, it's upbeat, it's just
good job, TJ. I had the
Mental is the one who does that.
He's on the show that.
Yeah,
came out.
Fire.
That's a dope.
Fire.
Yep. Both.
Did you see the trailer for the
I did for his documentary.
Yeah, documentary.
Yeah, like a short.
That was nice.
Yeah, the grading on that is.
Plus, also I feel like the people they chose to now do the whole lip syncing thing.
Perfect.
The ladies.
Awesome.
Yeah. It's a dope.
Queendom blog.
Queendom blog, by the way. Yeah. Well done.
Barbara Okeo.
Omera, you know too much. I'm a bit worried. You know, Blinky Bill does meditation in the bathroom.
With
now
blood.
you know everybody.
That's chicken blood to be.
You need a bullet time.
Oh my God. Anyway, next
on to the next one.
On to the next one.
Scream.
Wow.
Oh wow. Okay, that was this.
I like that.
Let me let you speak. I'ma let you finish.
And Mecca.
Well, you cut him off. You cut him off. That's my only problem with that. I don't know why. But that's for me. The track is amazing.
Yeah.
It's just like it feels like.
Or that initial.
When he does the it feels like it's not supposed to be there.
Oh, like the two don't go together.
Try imagining this track. If that just crept up in the middle of this track, wouldn't it be dope if it's other than where it is?
I feel like where it is, it kind of, to me when I had that all for one part, it's all for one. That's what they say, or something.
I don't know. The track is called Owa, but I don't know if it's called Owa because of the Maasai women singing the.
That's it.
It became deeper. You see, that's the thing I like about this album, especially. It's every track is very different, and then this track just comes in. It starts with that, and then it just becomes deeper. The fact that I saw Neka is in on this, I was like, yo, this is just gonna go.
But by the way, Neka came in with some vibes in there. That was some.
Yes. That was I find like
I like how she has a very unique voice by the
the raspy.
Yeah, the raspy sound.
It's really nice.
Like you have a whole mass of.
But this track, I think the intro will grow in. I'm still struggling.
For me, I think it calls back to what I would still love about this album. The elements that he puts in sort of in the tracks, like now this one with the Maasai women, like that gives me goosebumps by then, like listening to that. I'm just like, it just sounds like really amazing. Like really.
For me, this track showed me who Blinky is. Like, I'm an artist, yes. I love having fun. I know what I'm doing, but I'm aware of what's cutting. You know, the good and the bad. You know, and I'll address both. You know, so I think it was just I'll give this track to those people who know. You know, it's not like you're living in a bubble. You know, if crap is happening, crap is happening.
True.
Yes.
And like I'll address it.
Yeah.
And he did it well. You know.
And I think that's always. As an artist, that's the one thing, because you're a social, you should be you're sort of like a social commenter. So you talk about the world you live in and what you see.
And I think there's one word that has been mentioned here that clearly describes or sets him apart. Blinky is an artist, not a musician.
Yes.
This is a wonderful. Like he's an artist, but this album feels like somebody is expressing something.
Yeah.
There is music, but this is more. It's music, yes, but very good music.
Yeah.
But it feels. It also 60% feels like this is an expression.
Yeah.
Kind of.
And it transcends. It sort of. I feel like that's also the beauty, is that it transcends like borders. So whether in Kenya, whether in Japan, whether wherever across the world,
Japan.
Konnichiwa to our Japanese friends.
Yes.
Yeah.
Domo.
Domo arigato.
No. How?
Hi. Yosh. Ikuzu. Nanda yo.
Oh my God! Yes.
So even to our Japanese friends across the world,
Yes.
anywhere, wherever you listen to this album, it translates across borders. So it's not. Yeah, and then it actually just moves across borders and doesn't only stick to becoming only a Kenyan track.
We apologize.
Sorry, that was Chinese, my bad.
We apologize for our conflict. Owa is the second last.
That's the second last.
Last song is Happy.
Yeah.
Yes.
With the sample from Asha.
Asha. Not Let It Burn Asha, as we clarified.
No. It's Asha for Fire on the Mountain.
Fire on the Mountain.
That's like 50 points. That's like 50 points. I told you.
Furnace. The name Asha means fire, apparently. So it's either you're burning or fire on the mountain, let it burn, or fire on your gonads. Yes! It's so wrong. Fire!
No, that was dope. The track is called Happy. My God.
It's all connected.
It's a circle.
Perfect circle.
As in, how weird is it that all the Ashas combined have fire except the Happies as well?
That's fire.
Ashas all exist in a universe.
Yeah, so Asha Happy and Asha Happy.
And the track is Happy.
No, we're talking about Asha, the Nigerian based in France.
Yeah. This is a good calm from everything. It's a nice sort of
encore.
Yeah. Gone
Close
on a
the
trip.
curtains.
Plane is coming into land. Pilot is telling you to see whatever your seatbelts. Coming for a nice smooth landing. It's a nice, it's a very good track.
This album.
I'm not gonna give you that one. I'm taking you 15 points on that.
You cannot take a point. Nobody can kill reggae.
Nobody can kill reggae. Nobody can stop reggae. So I think this album, as we see it, is very well crafted body of work.
Yes.
Start with Luanda Magere, which is for some it will be a weird intro. For some it's a nice piece. Then you go to the club with attention. After you dance in the club, you've spent all your money. You go to bills to pay. Now it reminds you to use your money.
So you're driving home as well.
You are there. But then again, Blinky understands you. So he says, don't worry.
Yeah, don't worry.
So don't worry. And then it goes to winner. Winner, born sinner.
Don't worry, you're a winner.
Yes.
And then it goes back to you as the persona. So you're feeling it. You're feeling it.
Are you feeling that leadership?
As you're feeling it, Blinky says, I'll care more next time. And then as you say, hey, again he's ditching me. He says, Mungu alala.
It takes you to church.
It's Sunday now. You can drive whatever now.
So you said, anyway, you think about the story that happened in Attention. You have to let that go by Sampa. And then you let that go. You're in the club again with showdown. Back again.
Party!
This time Blinky decides to go with Owa and school you on what's going
What
on.
life is, man.
But then again, it ends with you being happy.
Yeah.
Your relationship with the album is happy. That's my breakdown.
Yes.
Of this.
Dude, you sound like 5 days just planning this.
Planning this! Yo, so this
As
is
the
the
judge in this party, it seems like you have been overtaken in terms of the, because he's drawn a string through the whole thing, by the way.
No, it's my turn now. Now, the way I look at this album is, it's been eons since.
Eons.
It's been eons as a Kenyan youngin since I had an album this elaborate.
Elaborate.
What I mean is, the last time I listened to an album through and through made in Kenya by a Kenyan was by a duo. And they were deep. They were way ahead of their time. And what I'm gonna say is, I feel like this is one of those albums I'm going to be bumping in like the next 10 years and still be like, yo, because to me, it's hit home like that. It's dude, I'm iconic. Keep me in your life. It's like, karibu. You know, it's kind of, to me, it's figured levels. Nairobi's in where, you know, it's iconic. It's not a Niger beat. It's not what the world thinks as Afro beat. It's a Kenyan beat, which is not like every other Kenyan beat. It's very unique and it cuts across each and every track. That's why there's a whole continuity in the story, the way Zach has broken it down. You start with Luanda Magere, basically move on to Attention, all the way down to you finishing up the whole track as happy as the way Joe said, just landing and playing you happy. That's it. That's what an album to me should be like. Take me from here and don't let me skip anything. Just take me through a journey to the end. And I feel like Blinky has killed it with this one.
Nah, this one he did.
As in, I like the fact that it's Blinky and he sets a standard that now everybody else who's gonna release an album, to me, should just look at this and go like, hey, say, Blinky ali drop album in Guinea.
Yeah.
Yes.
Fire. That
Ow!
fire. Welcome, Blinky Bill. If you're watching or listening,
you will watch.
Welcome
we'll
to my top
to watch.
5. You are very welcome to my top 5. Now, as it stands, is still the speaker box love below number 1. Demon Days Gorillas. Hey! Mad Villainy. That's Madlib MF Doom. Blinky Bill.
Hey,
you're up there, my guy.
The top 5.
You're in the top 5.
The top 5.
The 5th one, the guy went mad, so I'm still looking for number 5. The guy lost his mind.
Just replace it with DMX.
Easy!
Oh, DMX, yeah. Actually, you need to put DMX. It's dark and hell is hot. It's my number 5. But yeah, this is actually, for me, this is a top 5 album. For me,
most
it is
generally, because I look at albums in a world.
Yeah. And this feels like a cohesive album in terms of I feel like a lot of Kenyan artists are releasing singles. If you take those singles and put them in an album, it doesn't make any sense because it feels more like a playlist.
Yeah, it's disjointed.
Yeah, it feels more like a playlist. So, and there could be 5 tracks inside there, but then there's no through line in between them.
There's no need to listen to the whole thing again.
Exactly.
You just come in, pick that one.
Like that's the one track.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. But with this, it's like it's a package. It comes in as a package, and you do that through line through it. It's like everything is connected, so it comes as one package. There could be like tracks where people find their favorite tracks, but at the end of the day, it still comes as this like.
So this album is more of like, you see the way there is Gideri. You can either pick the, what is it called?
Beans.
The maize. Or the maize. This is a mokimo.
Yeah, there's no separating it by this.
I do you one better. In the words of Drax.
As the judge.
In the words of Drax.
Who is Mokimo?
Who is Mokimo?
Rating time before we get cut off by technology.
Just one last point. I feel like, you know the roots, right?
I know the album. Which roots? Nappy roots or?
If I can say Nappy roots, I'd have said Nappy roots. Holmes.
Tariq. Blackpot.
Yes, the roots.
The roots.
Not the roots and culture. The roots.
Got it.
I feel like see, you've listened to the Roots albums. They always they also like there's like do, and then there's like do. So I felt like this is something. It's on that platform. You know,
I think
it's international platform.
It is.
I think for every artist who's coming through, I think you should look at this project as not a template you copy paste, but
a bar.
But you can't even copy paste this even though you want.
It's actually, but it should. If you're in the lab, if you're in the kitchen cooking, you know, look at projects like that. How can I make something wholesome? And you start looking at your music not just as hit and runs, you know. It's how can I make this thing? I mean, people are still saying Thriller is great.
Up to date.
Yeah.
Till to date. But when you look at it, it's the process, it's the people behind it, the people you surround yourself with. It's a whole package. Don't just think it's you know.
No, but that's true.
You're as good as the team you put around you. And if you dig deep, you'll find that he's kept people who are, you know, always keeping that creative juice flowing around him.
He's
you know,
surrounded himself by very creative individuals. So there is guys who do photography, guys who do nice videos, other musicians.
You. Our claim to fame.
The album art on this is it's fire.
That was my moment for you.
Yes, and our resident.
Oh, you have to do the. You have to do
it's supposed to be
back, front, salute.
Yes, it's supposed to be front, back, front, salute. Front, back, front, salute.
Yeah.
So actually, that's the whole thing behind it. Great projects don't just show up out of the blue. It's a work in progress. And so figure out how people like Blinky are doing it. You know, albums like that have something that's running under the radar, and it's people and it's processes. You figure that out, you can start. Now you can talk about changing the industry. If you don't look at it like that, then you just keep hitting a ceiling and wondering why you're not going anywhere. You know.
And be open with the process.
Be open.
If you have people around you, involve them in your process. Maybe just to see because if you surround yourself with creative people, of course they'll have like small ideas that might even inspire you. So be open with your process. Don't be like, no, I don't know who. I've done this collab with Tiwa Savage. I am so bad. I don't even need people in my process. I only need cocaine
and weed.
Boom! Oh my God! No, I don't think that. If they are the guys you're talking about, I don't think they're.
Oh, they're not. They're fans. They're fans.
Shut the fuck up. Shoot you, fuck out of here.
Get your ass.
Get your ass.
Hey, let's rate it.
Let's rate it. Oh, by the way, for me, easy 9.5.
There we go. 9.5 as well.
Wait, I'm giving it a 9.6.
No, actually.
I mean, I'm giving it a 9.6. Why am I removing the 4 points? Okay, to be honest, it's a 10 for me. To be honest, it's a 10. Let me just give it a 10. It's a 10. It's a 10. Because if it's in my top 5, it's definitely a 10. It's a 5 mics if it was the sauce.
It's a 9.5 for me because one, I feel like the album is great, don't get me wrong. But you see, when people drop singles, I always have a problem of you dropping the single today and you check the album way later. So I get so used to that track.
So it's
already so I'm feeling it. It's always been there ever since Rafiki. It's always been there. Like, and to be very honest, I'm very happy that and I know this is gonna piss off some guys. The Neka track for No Touch 'Em, which was dope.
Oh, it's crazy.
I listened to it so many times. If it had popped in, I feel like this album feels so complete because everything just strings into each other so well. So the 0.5 is because I listened to I'm Feeling It so much, which I'm not saying it's a bad album. I just listened to it so many times. I was this tempted to, if it wasn't for the fact that this album is continuous, I'd have skipped it. But I didn't, just because this album interconnects from track to track all the way down.
Yes, 9.5. I'm giving that 10. So,
yes. Hey, give it Kuku.
A 0.5, 9.5.
Hey, for sure, it's like you give it a 0.5. What the hell, nigga? What did you do to you? What the hell, bro?
In an alternate universe, that's a 10.
I think you went for me.
In an alternate
universe, that's a 10.
Oh my god! Flashpoint.
Hey! Niggas be deep today, my people.
But did you know that somebody told me in Act 2 we are actually over 25?
What? Nigga, ain't nobody as far as me. I'm just saying.
An alternate universe.
Yeah, actually in Act 2 we are
in Act 2.
Shout out to
over 25. Over 25.
They're doing amazing work.
It's like the pop-up girls and the rodeo.
So Joe, have you given your...
Yeah, I'd also say a 9.5. In fact, the only thing I'm docking it for, by the way, is the time I had to wait for it. That's it.
This took a long time.
That's it. Between the EP, because the EP, I remember when the EP came out, and I was like,
I'm so ready for the album.
Yeah, I listened to the EP like over and over and over.
You know how many times I complained for that album? That album was supposed to come out last year in March. March last year.
So what happened?
Blinky and himself happened. He kept on, he was about to release, then he had a moment, then he wants to release, then a moment. So he had so many moments. I don't even know how this was released.
But dear world, that's what happens in Zamunda. Art is abundant.
Yes. But I get as an artist, by the way, you want nothing is ever complete. So you always feel like you want to like add like something to it. So
and then if you've watched Blinky work, he's always experimenting. He's always coming up with something. He's not like just sitting down.
And he's inspired by many things.
Weird things.
Like FIFA.
Yes.
He whooped you, I understand.
Yes.
No, who said that? Who said that?
Rocks.
Shave your beard!
Who said
How can you be whooped?
Rocks and chicken.
You know what? Actually,
he's a champion in FIFA, right? Lie to us now.
This is
this is
actually a challenge. No. We have evidence. Yes.
Why are you challenging him if you won?
No, wait. No, this is actually a challenge. FIFA what? 19. We are going to do a challenge. Shave your beard challenge. I win, you shave your beard and your hair too.
Clearly, ladies and gentlemen, we have a soul loser who wants to get back to the glory seat because he lost.
You know, we're putting this out to everyone. So if
in the words of Rambo in Rambo 3, fuck him.
No, I'm saying
Blinky will be called out.
The next episode, you're shaving you.
And also, if he loses, he's also shaving.
Blinky will be called out.
Blinky!
That's a challenge to you. Yes, you have the most amazing album ever produced in 2018. But can you beat me though?
For the record, we shall put a video here,
actually,
and here
play live
for people to see how he was whooped.
We'll play live on Twitch.
Live on Twitch.
But he owns bragging rights, dude.
That was over with. That was a few months ago.
I'm
a changed man. I got a whole new game plan.
I only say him ruin.
I'll do it. Woo!
Yes.
That was the review.
Yeah.
Peace up. 8 and down.